Feeling like okay, bro. I need plenty. Yeah. Say that you have me. Say that you have me, you cap it. Hey. Say that you have me. Say that you have me, you cap it. Say that you have me, you cap it. You did. Yeah. My fans, they want me to. We're good with everybody. We back here with another one. This video right here is about Lake Lanier. First, I'm going to say what is Lake Lanier. Lake Lanier is a lake that's right here in Georgia. It used to be a town called Oscarville, but the government flooded it out, you know what I'm saying? Because they wanted to make a lake type shit. Here right here just go to show you, bro. After they did chopped the tree down, took the land and all that shit, these niggas was still fucking with us. So at that point, it ain't no remorse. Like, these niggas trying to sacrifice folks and all types of shit, trying to get the karmic debt laid off of them. Niggas is gonna pay for every single thing they did, bro. Real shit. That's really what's going on. Wildfires, the volcanoes going off and shit like that. That's these niggas paying for what they did. Even though they may not have done it themselves, they ancestors did it. Who land you living on right now? Our shit. They ancestors took this shit from our ancestors. But we finna get into the first video. Alright, so this right here is the first one.
23-year-old man drowned while swimming in the lake this weekend. It's the third drowning there since July, with more people expected to head to the lake for Labor Day weekend.
It's the only time I come now. It's just, gotten a bit too crowded for me on the weekends.
And anytime he does go out, he says he keeps certain things in mind.
Even on the dock or the ramp, wear your life jacket. That's number one. You just have to keep your head up.
Listen to talking about wear your life jacket and all that.
Drink, and you'll be okay.
On Saturday, Georgia Department of Natural Resources officials say 23-year-old Edgar Stephen Cruz Martinez swam in the lake at Lanier Park, but never resurfaced. Game wardens found his body in 10 feet of water. Two other men died after swimming in the lake on July 31st, and another man was electrocuted after jumping off a dock on July 27th. Game wardens say there are a number of different safety risks people can encounter anytime they enter the water. The Department of Natural Resources, more than 200 people have died here at Lake Lanier
since 1994.
Yeah, I said 1994, over 200 folk then died in that lake. When will people learn to understand that life is more than what the fuck you see with your two eyes, bro? Niggas can't see like, bro, they flooded a fucking town with our ancestors in it, bro. These souls of spirit pissed off about this shit. What you expect to happen? But let's watch the next one.
One night I was camping along the shores of Lake Lanier. It had been storming all night and it finally stopped. It was late and I left my tent to go to the bathhouse for a shower. I was the only person in the park. Along the way I saw something at one of the empty campsites. It was a deer, but it was different from the rest of the herd. When it looked at me, it looked more like a coyote. Forward-facing eyes, longer mouth. But it was too big to be a coyote, and it was surrounded by several other deer. It was just a deer. It had to be just a deer. Yeah.
It was just a deer. It had to be just a deer. Skinwalker. Straight skinwalker. Man, they probably skinwalkers and all that shit out there.
Lake Lanier is one of the largest lakes in Georgia and a popular tourist spot. But if you've been watching the news, you know that more and more people are starting to come up dead from drowning. New statistics show that this year, 2023, is the deadliest since 2019. Yeah. But this is not the first time something like this has happened. Lake Lanier has a history of drownings. So before Lake Lanier existed, in its place was the black community of Oscarville. Oscarville was founded in the late 1800s during Reconstruction and was a thriving black community full of carpenters, blacksmiths, bricklayers, and farming as the top trade. Like a lot of the black people, I think they said about 58.
Bruh, we dead ass do they society better than they do it. Look at Black Wall Street and all this shit, man. We do they society better than they do it.
Of them had their own land, right? Well, that was until 1912 when May Crow, a 19-year-old white woman, was found dead in the woods near Oscarville, presumably after being raped. And y'all know what happens when America's sweetheart is found dead. They start blaming and lynching black men and destroying black communities. Rumors spread that black residents were threatening to dynamite the town if there were lynchings. And in response, the white residents organized a mob to attack the black people in the county. Sadly, they did eventually blame 2 black men who they beat and hung from a telephone pole. Black homes and businesses were burned down, and many black residents were beaten and forced to leave their homes, many of them leaving behind hundreds of acres of land because not everyone could sell it. In the late 1950s, the Army started to construct a dam on the Chattahoochee River to create a water reservoir for the city of Atlanta. Well, when the bulldozers and the excavators started working, they uncovered the remains of the community of Oscartown, revealing homes and churches and tons of graves. The Beaufort Dam was built and Lake Lanier was formed, covering up Oscarville and swallowing up most of its history. And that's why some people believe Lake Lanier is haunted by all these drownings, because the recreational lake was built on top of what was once a thriving black community.
Facts. Bro, look, bro. I'm finna put reality into a lot of people's heads right now. Stop thinking that these lakes and all this shit just natural ponds, bro. Most of the natural ponds in the United States and around the world, they're actually real life grave sites. The Grand Canyon, Stone Mountain, these are actually real life grave sites for us, where they killed a lot of us. I'm just being real with you. Before they cut the trees and after they cut the tree down. Start calling them what they really are. They a mass grave, bro, that y'all covered up and turned it into a national park. Hope y'all enjoyed the video. Leave y'all thoughts in the comments, and we out here. My fans, they want me to drop, but I been getting to this money, I barely been rapping. I turn this shit to my habit. Hey, hey.